Jeff Hovenier, welcome to Channel 10 and welcome to Politico.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ambassador Hovenier, how do you see and how do you assess the latest meeting in Brussels between Kosovo's Prime Minister Kurti and Serbian President Vučić with the European trio?
So I think it's important to see that meeting for what it is, which is an extraordinary opportunity that the Chancellor of Germany, President of France, Prime Minister of Italy, together with the High Representative Borrell, the President of the European Council, Charles Michel, and others, sit down separately with each of them to talk through where things are and to seek to inspire progress in this process. I think that reflects the seriousness of the international community and of our European leadership in particular to put this process in a different place. And if you read their joint statement, because they issued a statement on the 27th of October, there's some really important things there. There's some important expression of expectations, the expectation for the parties to deliver on their commitments to implement fully the agreement on the path to normalization. They note that this should be done without preconditions, without delays. And they note that in particular, they look to Kosovo to move forward with its commitment to implement fully the Association of Serb Majority Municipalities. And as they say in their statement, they look to Serbia at the same time to, quote, deliver on de facto recognition. That's an important impetus, an important effort to move this process forward, something the United States completely supports.
Did the meeting provide something concretely for the process, for the dialogue?
I think it did. It did not result in complete agreement between the two sides. As Miroslav Lajčák said later in I think it was a Facebook post, they couldn't agree on modalities, but it did reach real achievements. I brought a copy of the statement, I'm sure you've seen it, but by the two leaders, I think there's a couple things really important, worth highlighting, and what they had to say. That, first of all, they took note of comments by both sides about the Association for Serb Majority Municipalities draft statute, and they welcomed, I think, the readiness to implement expressed by both sides. It was an opportunity for these leaders to reinforce their expectations, and there's some important expectations that were reinforced for the parties to deliver on their commitments to implement fully the agreement. That they note that both parties should deliver on their respective obligations in parallel.
Mr. Ambassador Hovenier, Prime Minister Kurti insists on the signing of the agreement, which President Vučić would not sign. On the other hand, the President of Serbia